So to the three of you, y'all have gotten a letter, one that y'all have gotten many times before, from Valo. You know that Valo is a world-renowned writer. His latest book being Valo's Guide to Monsters. He has sent you a letter requesting you to meet at the Bearded Goosen for another adventure to await you. If you wish, if not, that is okay, but if you wish to meet him there.
Well, I mean, every time he's ever sent us a letter, it's been a good invitation to something, so we might as well go check it out. Besides, I have a long history with the Bearded Goosen. What say you guys?
Yes, I think we should go.
Oh, I forgot how low your voice is, man. Holy beans.
I thought that was something else. Well then, I guess we shall. Last time we met him, he was pretty drunk.
I can't believe how drunk you are.
I am not drunk.
Can you tell the time?
Yes, I am not drunk.
So, Ed, you got your little background information yesterday.
Yes, I did.
So, all right, Lady Monster, you are in the Bearded Goosen.
Mm-hmm.
So, you have seen people walk in and out. You've seen a very ornate man. He's been sitting at a table. Looks like he is waiting for somebody. You know this to be Valo. Valo is a world-renowned writer. He has written the book Valo's Guide to Monsters. You are very familiar with this man. You know that he gives out adventures to those who wish to have them. And you know, because you've seen him walk into your pub multiple times. And you've seen him walk out with adventures. So, I'm going to bring everyone back in. Hello, everyone. I am server of the Howling Towers, a scholar of stories written in old, where sorcerers produced magic from bloodlines, where bards told stories of old and sung songs to inspire and to talk about heroes that have long passed. Where paladins show the old ways of the greater gods, granting power as boons of light. Where rangers communed with animals and other beasts alike. Where warriors fought with heavy swords. I take you back in time to a world full of dragons and magic. To a place called Waterdeep. Here, with our 5 young adventurers, begin their tale as we delve deep into the woods and the cities of galore as we enter Waterdeep. Players, Hermit, Apex, and Narn, you have reached the gates of Waterdeep. You know your mission. You know you have some time. So what do you do?
I mean, personally, I'd like to go just straight to the tavern. I have a tendency to like to perform, and taverns are only the good place to do that, because otherwise I get fruit thrown at me in the street occasionally, because as much as I'm a good singer, some people don't like revels. And
Yeah, sorry about that. Let me know the last time that was me.
Bell! That was you?
What? No, it definitely wasn't.
I thought we were friends. You know how far we've traveled together? This is ridiculous. Next time, I'm going to be throwing it right back at you. What about you, Torin? What do you feel like doing?
I think that we should go straight to the tavern. And for the record, I think if you want people not to throw fruit at you for your revels, stop singing about your accolades about baking delicious fruit pie and get some real adventures under your belt.
Point well taken. I guess we're going to the tavern, and I have a lot to think about in my life now, man. All right.
We're just fine just throw it at him. And also it didn't help that the other villagers were starting to throw things at him too.
So make your way. We're going to pan over to Ed. Please. What you know what you are doing? What do?
Well, I'd say for the with what I've received, and considering I've just finished escorting a group of travelers to the gates of Waterdeep, I would say that I'd respond to what I received and head straight for the drunken goose, bearded goose. Damn it.
Wonderful.
To be fair, there's probably lots of drunk people.
So, and, Lady Monster,
Mm-hmm.
what do in your tavern?
Well, I'm just over in that there corner, just having myself a nice little beer, watching, observing, making sure no one's roughhousing, and I'm just kind of waiting and sitting and watching, and honestly, the watching of the people is really my favorite, so I'm just kind of hanging out, taking a big old chug, sitting.
All right. As you get there, the four of you open the door and see Valo sitting in a corner booth.
I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to go up to the bar and grab my cup that's already waiting for me. And I'm going to head over towards that booth.
I'm gonna probably walk straight towards the booth as soon as I see him.
Okay.
And say, hello, good friend. How are you doing this lovely day?
I'm going to hang back for a second and just watch how there's a bunch of people converging on this one person besides the three of my companions.
I am good. And you?
I'm doing pretty well. We just got to Waterdeep today. Me and
You forgot my name, Belle!
Vane.
yeah, I'm sorry. It slips my mind some days. I have
Are you
really
talking about that there Vane guy? The one that gets all the fruit thrown at him? I think that's the one you're talking about.
How does everyone know about
him.
that? It was one time!
Fruits is expensive, and it seemed like a very good use.
Especially for a prank, Sometimes it just has to happen.
I mean, honestly, if you think about it, they're really just crushing all the fruit up so you can make them into pies later. Honestly, it's just taking away the work for you. It's cheap labor, if you ask me.
My face is labor? All right, fantastic. I guess you could mash it in a bowl, and then it's on the streets of Waterdeep. Do you know how gross they don't sweep the streets nightly like they do, in Icewind Dale because it's always snowing.
Well,
They save better though.
Cut off all of it. Don't worry about it. Once you put that pie in the oven, it's all totally sanitary. You won't get sick or nothing. As long as you've had enough beer, and as long as you cook it long enough, you're fine. Don't even worry about it, dear.
Thank you for the heads up.
You sit around a sturdy wooden table, lit by brightly burning candle, and littered with plates cleared of food, half-drained tankers, the sounds of gamblers yelling, drunken adventurers singing, bawdy songs nearly drowned out of key, stammering of a young bard 3 tables over. Then all the noise is eclipsed by a shout. You pig? You pig like killing me mates, do you? Then a 7-foot-tall half-orc is hit by a wild swinging punch from a male human whose shaved head is covered with eye-shaped tattoos. 4 other humans stand behind him, ready to jump into the fray. The half-orc cracks her knuckles, roars, and leaps at the tatted figure. But before you can see if blood is drawn, a crowd of spectators clusters around the brawl. What do you do?
Medora is going to jump on in there because as this being her bar that her family has owned, even though she's not the current owner, her job is to literally be like the security here. And if anyone gets in any fights, she's going to end them before they get too crazy. So she's going just head on straight into the tussle.
All right, that is what Lady Monster is doing. Hermit, what are you doing?
Oh, I'm joining the band and starting a brawling song with them immediately.
All right, Apex.
I'm gonna stay by the table and lean against the booth, just enjoying my meat and watching the free entertainment.
All right. Ed.
I'm going to take I'm going to skirt around this slight altercation to join Volo and Torrin at the booth.
All right, Nard, what are you doing?
Well, looks like this just got lively tonight. I'm just gonna sit here and watch what's going on with this place. All right, I'm taking bets on the humans to see if they win. What do you think, Vane? Who do you think will win?
I'd like to see them try. Those gooses are going to be cooked, you best believe it. I'm just diving on in.
Oh,
right.
snap.
So give me a roll to hit for me, since you're the only one going to be in this brawl.
Perfect. Oh, it was almost 19.
Oh,
You know, I've had a little too much to drink, all right? Let's not start judging me just yet, all right? Or I haven't had enough if you look at it the right way.
You miss as you kind of like stumble to the ground, stand back up. As you stand back up, a backhand's coming at you. Does a 15 hit your AC?
Yes.
oh no.
All right, you are going to take 4 points of bludgeoning damage as you just get backhanded. So, go to roll to hit again. That'll hit. Go ahead and roll the damage.
It's 2 seconds.
It's the beauty of learning a system. It's gotta be
A
fine.
new system. It's fine. All right, 9 damage.
All right, so yes, Apex.
What person inside of this altercation has just backhanded her?
Kurt, the big half-orc. So to paint the scene for you. So by the time you've gotten through to get to him, Clarence is the one that actually started the attack to hit the 5 other guys. So the half-orc started the initial fight. She hit Kurtz. Kurtz went down. So
You said that these men had the shaved man had sort of eye tattoos across his head.
yes,
Do I recognize the tattoos in any way?
yes, you would know that they are part of the Xanathar Guild.
Oh god.
For
You would
flavor text, when I like hit these people, Medora's just gonna be screaming, "Don't be fighting in my bar, you hear me?" And she's just gonna be swinging and just trying to calm down the situation, but is very not calm herself.
Right? So you would know who Xanathar is. Do you know who Xanathar is?
He's
As a player. You don't have to tell me if you do you know who he is?
I mean, I'd say in and out I've heard of the guild, but of the leader Xanathar himself, I don't think I would know little about him.
For that one, I'm going to say as a player, you know as much as your player knowledge of who Xanathar is.
Right.
So, as he hits the ground, the brawling stops. And as the brawling stops, shouts of alarm suddenly ring out as a hulking creature climbs out of the shaft in the middle of the tap room. A monster with watery green skin, a tangled nest of wiry black hair, a long carrot-shaped nose, and bloodshot eyes. As it bares its yellow teeth and howls, you can see that a half a dozen bat-like creatures are attached to its body, and 3 more clinging above it, circling above it like flies. Everyone in the tavern reacts in fear as they run away. Except for the barkeep, Darnan, who shouts, "Troll!"
Oh no! No!
Everyone roll me initiative.
Oh god, dingly dangly doodle man!
Are you kidding me?
Well, looks like this night got interesting.
As soon as Medora yells about how she doesn't know how this thing's gotten in her bar, I just imagine the barkeep being like, "It's not your bar!" I can't believe there's a troll in my bar.
It's not your bar anymore!
I keep wanting to roll a d20 instead of my whatchamacallits. And I do these.
Did it roll?
Wait, hold on.
Did mine roll?
Put it in the box!
No.
There we go!
You've got to click on the little dice at the bottom left of your square and then drag it into the thing and roll it.
This troll sits at 9 foot tall.
I didn't know they stacked dung that high.
Wow.
I mean, well said, Master Dragonborn. I say as I just pull my longbow off of my shoulder.
Never mind how big it is, how are we gonna get rid of it?
Well, I think what we're gonna have to do is probably kill it.
That's an astute observation.
All right.
Let's do the thing!
So, Morden. Medora. Wow. Brain. Alright, Medora, you are first.
Medora is going to move up to the nearest one that's close to her. She's going to grab her axe with both hands and she's going to swing it at him. I don't think so. Not in my bar, bud.
Yeah, so 19 hits. So, next is going to be the troll. Seeing how Medora hit the troll first, he's going for an attack. So he's going to go for you. Doesn't 18 hits?
Yes, it absolutely does.
So as you drop, one of the tavern keepers comes up to you and binds your wounds. You are stable, but you are down for the count.
Very cool.
Trolls hit hard, guys. So don't be afraid. So he's gonna go in for another attack. Seeing that Torin looks one of the more frightening ones, he's gonna go for Torin. There's a 23 hit.
Yes.
Don't feel bad. Okay, you're not instant dead.
Oh my god.
So an instant death is your character's turn
Holy
forever.
moly!
And I still get one. And one more attack to Bell.
I know this is our first
That's a
session.
19. Oh, a 19 misses Bell. All right. That is it for the troll.
Guys, I know this is our first session, but this is very TPK. TPK.
It is definitely not a TPK. Trust me, there
It
is.
feels very TPK right now.
It's just the lead up, my dudes. We'll be fine. We'll be fine. It's fine.
It's
lead
just
up
a
to
troll. What do you mean? It didn't even hurt me. It didn't even give me a scratch.
Speak for yourself.
And as with you, Apex, people come up to you and bind you and stabilize you. You are unconscious. You, by the way, you do see these stringers, which are like blood-borne parasites all over his body. They're like mosquitoes.
Okay.
And they're sucking the blood out of him, so he doesn't look all too well.
So this is a jacked up troll that is angry and upset, still causing some havoc, but he doesn't look great.
Right. Give me a second, I gotta roll a bunch of dice.
Them secret dice, them shadow dice, my dude.
It's a lot more dice than I would like to be. That I would like to be seeing rolled, though.
Right.
That moment when the DM rolls everything, you're like, oh, no, I don't want to die. No.
It's like, does anyone have 10 D4s that I can borrow? It's like,
No. Get out.
He's gonna take 19 points of damage.
Wow.
Oh,
Wait,
man.
what?
These mosquito-like things are sucking the blood out of him. And they're massive.
Huh.
We've got
Well
some allies, I guess, and we didn't even know it.
Well,
So it is Vane's turn.
Ah. Time to wreck some beans, eh? He's wounded. Let's see if we can make his day even worse. What do I got? No, actions. What things can I do? Maybe I could see. No. I don't think I'll be able to do that. Dang it.
You can hit him with your longsword.
It's true.
Don't worry about your party at the current moment. You've seen people go to these people that have gone down, and they're currently getting medical attention.
Well, that's great. I mean, Vane is considering just causing like a thunderous boom with Thunderwave around him.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
That could be a thing, but I would rather not, since considering the fact that I think it'd be a better idea for me to take my bow out and actually shoot the spirit troll.
Yeah, this is going.
And a swing and a miss. Wow, wow, wow. Oh,
I thought you could hit barns with that thing.
I know, man, but a troll's not a barn that moves.
He chuckles. As give me 1 second to roll another 66.
Just as he shoots his arrow, Vane realizes that he shouldn't have had that much to drink earlier that day, and is really grateful that it seems that there are some sort of parasites on this creature that are just, taxing it.
By the way, he looks hurt. Really hurt. All right.
Vane, I don't think he's that bad.
Horn is unconscious.
Oh, shit.
Bell, it is your turn.
I'm going to draw my longsword, and I'm going to attempt to hit this spirit troll. We used to roll it on top of him, right?
Yep. You hit.
Cool. How do I do this thing?
Then you just roll the damage on top of him.
Oh,
That works. I can add it in. Yep. 8 more points of damage.
and that's how you're supposed to hit them there, Vane. You're not supposed to miss.
We've been walking. Don't you come at me right now, man.
As a troll,
Bard.
Actually, you know what? How do you want to do this, Belle?
Oh, yes.
I'm gonna grab my sword and just slash toward at him and try to cut basically towards his face or heart or something like it, where I can basically. He's
He's 9 foot tall. You're gonna get him at like stomach level. Wait, you're a half elf?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're gonna
Cut
get him
his
about
stomach
stomach level.
open.
So as you go to slice your sword through his belly, gut spewing, as he collapses, as the mosquitoes lift up, fly away back down the hole where the troll came out of.
Well then.
That.
As
Interesting.
Any of those your guys' pets? I guess one of the other ones we probably should get aid to our friends over here.
Passed out on
as
the ground.
Torin and Miss Goosen, you were restored back to full HP. As a cleric comes to you and heals you both.
Oh god, my goose was cooked that time, I tell you what.
Oh, brother.
Well, looks like you guys possibly could have needed some help there.
I don't like this bar anymore. There's too many trolls.
Well, you know, I can guarantee you there's never been this many trolls here ever before. This is a new thing. I can guarantee that. I've been here for years.
I've been in and out as well, so believe me, this is relatively new. Volo, old friend, I truly hope you didn't have anything to do with this.
So, Volo goes, young adventurers. Let's just find a table that hasn't been wrecked, shall we?
That might work
Alrighty.
out well.
After
You
that, I
see
could
this
use a drink.
one wobbly table sitting in the back corner.
I'm gonna grab a steak and put it under there to make it so it doesn't wobble anymore. All right,
I'm
this
going
will
to
look
use
good.
my magic hand to go reach over and grab everybody a mug of ale.
Wonderful.
I think I'm gonna have a thing where me and Herman's character are probably not gonna like each other at the end of this. I keep these jokes up.
Trolling him the whole time?
So a figure approaches you, stroking his mustache, adjusting a floppy hat, and tightens his scarf. No, sorry, Volo does that. Volo tightens his scarf, adjusts his hat, and goes, wonderful. I trust you noticed it with the violence, as you have just seen. I haven't seen so much blood around here since, well, my last visit to Baldur's Gates. But now I fear I have misplaced a friend. My friend's name is Floon Blackmare. He's got more beauty than brains, and I worry he took a bad way home a couple of nights ago and was kidnapped, or maybe even worse. If you agree to track him down, with all due haste, I can offer you 10 dragons apiece. Now, for those of you that are familiar with Waterdeep, that is what they call gold.
Darn, here to think I was about to get a dragon.
And I can give you each 10 times that when you find Floon.
Floon.
May I prevail upon you in my hour of need?
Well, considering I was a bounty hunter beforehand, we might as well. Though it's hopefully we'll be a bit more successful this time. And Vane just looks super defeated because he's like, great, the one thing I left behind is what I'm doing now. All
Well,
right.
this seems like a fun adventure to go on to find.
And any players can roll an insight check on him if they wish.
I would like to roll an insight check.
As he
I will do the same.
Because he's shitting as he hands you this 10 gold pieces, a little pouch full of gold on each one of you.
I'm gonna roll one too for insight.
18.
Nope, I ain't gonna see anything.
Am I
I'm about to-
an astute dude? Do I see the
You just
thing?
really know people, you know?
It's fine. I'm only charismatic, and that's it.
If you roll if you rolled a 10 or higher, you know he might be stretching the truth about how much he can really pay you. Currently low on cash, Volvo is awaiting royalty payments from Volvo's Guide to Monsters. To make more coin, he began work on a new book, Volvo's Guide to Spirits and Specters. As it happens, his knowledge of spirits mostly concerns the alcoholic variety, and the writing has not been going well.
Well, Vane looks at him a little bit concerned and then sits down and puts his hand on Volo's shoulder and proceeds to say, Volo, level with us. You want to find your friend, however, we both know your circumstance, so we'd appreciate it if you wouldn't try and gild the lily and just be straight with us. What actually will result from us going on this mission? Because as much as you are a brilliant
trust
writer,
me.
I know you can't do that right now.
Trust me, good friends. I promise you, I'll have the rest of your reward. 100 gold per.
Well,
Ready to deliver once Floon has returned alive to me.
well, your word's your bond. So if you don't make your payment, I'm definitely writing a different kind of song that'll be singing in every tavern from here to Baldur's Gate. I'm for it.
I know.
I might join him on that.
The song, I hope.
Floon is a handsome human male in his early 30s, with wavery red blonde hair. He was dressed in princely garb when I last saw him 2 nights ago, before Floon disappeared. Me and him were drinking and merrymaking. The Skewer Dragon, a dark, broady tavern in the dock ward. If I may, I recommend you go there first. I may have gotten Floon in trouble.
Well, I
But-
mean, I don't know
Yeah, we
the
got
two of
trouble.
you. Who are you guys? Because, I mean, Valo, we know you. Who are these 2 other people?
Oh,
This is why things get thrown at you.
What, because I'm astute? Or because I'm rude?
I sent our half-elf friend a letter,
We'll let you
but
figure that one out.
I just put my hand over Bell's mouth. Sorry. Continue, Volo.
but the other miss here, I don't know who you are, actually. So, one at a time. We're going to start with Bell, then go to Vane, then go to Morda, then Arnis, and then Torn. If you actually see the characters up top, that is the order in which I'm going to go. But just please,
Oh, yeah.
describe your characters. Looks, names, and all.
I'm Bell, a half-elf. I'm a paladin, so I'm dressed in really nice plate armor. Trying to think what else I give it to you guys. If you haven't noticed, I'm kind of a little bit more of a jokester, somewhat, even though I'm a paladin, a man of God, basically. But I also did hang out with a lot of soldiers and everything, and did a couple of wars. So, yeah.
Well, I'm Vane, the Protector ASMR Bard. And I like to make songs about making fun of other people's misfortunes as often as I can, which unfortunately seems to reflect back on me when I'm out in the street, because apparently I am now becoming quickly the tale for how people make pie in the city. I'm covered in leather armor. I have a lute with me. I have an interesting glow, and despite the fact that I put on an air of trying to be a performer, there is a tenderness to me that you can tell every time I don't speak, because I am always doing my best to listen and grow, considering my past was a bit of a disaster as a bounty hunter. So I'm trying to learn from my mistakes, okay?
It's okay, Vane. That's why I'm still hanging out with you.
Yeah. Whatever it takes to shake the name of Torn Brown Arrow.
Is that really your last name? I'm dead.
Jesus Christ.
And you, Medora? What's your story?
Well, you know, my name is Medora. I'm a dwarven woman. I've got a beautiful long auburn hair and a beard. I've got nice little braids in it. I am the owner. You're not the owner anymore. I am the owner of the Bearded Goosen, have been for multiple generations in my family. I'm a fighter, so if you're going to start a fight in my bar, you best believe I'm going to be bonking your boozles, all right? We're not going to have that here. I accept none of this. I don't care if I end up losing my own life. I'll do it for the Goosen, but you can call me Goose if you like. Medora Goosen. I don't mind being called Goose. It's all right.
Why do you keep saying this is
Just
your
don't
fault?
call me late for dinner, am I right? And she's gonna like chuckle and like elbow the guy next to her and just be like, ha.
Right, so Aranis, you see, is basically this half-elven man, standing about 5'7", rather slim build. These two silvery blue eyes just taking time to study each of you rather carefully. He's got this sort of brown hair sort of down to the base of his neck, which is currently pulled up into this sort of rat tail, which sort of hangs low at his head. He's also wearing these sort of earthen brown trousers, which these earthen brown trousers, forest green tunic, as well as some brown boots, which you can just see a small bit of earth sort of around the bottom of it, showing that he's been around the wilds quite a bit, as well as this also forest green cloak, which is clasped around his neck with a small leaf-shaped clasp. He just and I simply put my sling my longbow back around my shoulder and just lean back, almost trying to take in, see if there's any words, any other meanings behind what Volo's told us about Master Blackmare.
And last, not the best, but not least, Corin.
Well, I am a gem dragon. A sapphire gem dragonborn, sorcerer, drunk, seeker of chaos, all things fun. I can usually be found attempting to cause chaos where chaos might not necessarily be needed. My appearance is that of
last town.
One more time.
Better.
So, listen, it was one time, okay? We don't bring that up now. Let's not cloud the issue with facts, all right? But,
I'll laugh with that filter on.
oh, yes, it's fantastic. Thank you so much.
Also a little terrifying.
But my robes, they once appeared to be very, very elegant, and now they're just kind of stained with mead and blood and slight tears. Very patched up, but you know how it goes. You know, one troll We get knocked out, and that's kind of how most of my fights have been.
He's not wrong. That's why I have him here with me. He's like my little pet dragon, since I can't have an act.
Listen, you got to do what you got to do. You always got to find a monkey to stand in front of you with a shield so you can set stuff on fire.
I'm not your typical paladin, if you haven't noticed yet.
It's gonna cry. I'm gonna make this the ballad of a dragon and his fodder. That is the name of the mission.